Hello, y'all. I'm here with season 1, episode 2 of Chasing LA. The first episode, it was a decent intro, but between all of what I had going on with life and stuff, I just didn't feel like doing the first episode, so it wasn't nothing personal to the cast or anything. I just had to get some shit together. Finally, we're back recording in the room. I was getting sick and tired and heated, literally, of doggone recording for my damn car child. But anyways, at first I didn't think we was going to have too many notes to even speak on for, episode 2. But I ended up getting a pretty sizable note, so we be here for a good minute. And since I now have the nights free, I'm going to ask y'all whether I should upload it on Saturday I don't know if I want to do Saturday because I don't want y'all to get too comfortable with Saturday, because it's only going to be every other Saturdays that I will be able to do it. But would y'all want it this Saturday at... Well, shoot, I don't even know why I'm asking y'all, because by the time y'all will see it, it'll be darn gonna upload it. I'm gonna do a poll on that. But anyways, let's start off on... First, I'm loving the intro. It's giving me Housewives tease. Nicole stood out for me. Rich Bomb stood out for me. I was like, everybody has their unique intros. Hershey's darn going was very on par. Those was the ones that caught my attention the best. We got Andre celebrating his birthday. Him and Jayla are cool. Then we get introduced to Poetic. So Poetic is so the way they bringing him in is Poetic is already friends with darn going Andre. And then Jeremy mentions about seeing Poetic on Christian Mingle, aka Jack. I was like, you got to be careful with that, because I done seen his darn on images too quite a few times. That does not necessarily mean it's him, because people find like him, people will steal images of folks, honey. Hell, I've even had somebody steal, and I don't even think I'm cute like that. So it's like, just because you see somebody's image, unless you talk with them, it's like you can't automatically assume it's them. Because, honey, I was even shocked when somebody took my damn image, child. I was like, oh shit, honey, DivaWuan doing something, honey. Honey, DivaWuan got folks darn going copying my face, bitch. But yeah, I can definitely see with Poetic, because Poetic gives nice, handsome trade-like tease, honey. He ain't the typical butch queen. It's like I can see them definitely putting his, because like I said, I've even seen him, and we on different coasts, honey. He's over there in darn going LA, say he's been there for 6 years. Bitch, I'm over here, born and raised, done been here all my life in North Carolina. All my life. Honey, I've been all my life in the darn gone 2 seats, bitch. But yeah, that is darn gone Poetic's intro. Then we get over to Miss motherfucking darn gone Nicole, bitch. I was like, come on through, honey. I'm going to darn gone show y'all this darn gone intro right here. Show me how you walk. Walk.
I always know how to work it, and you know that I'm worth it. Style on my own, always in my zone, cause you know I'm always perfect.
Wow, honey, come on through, Nicole. So as y'all see from that intro, honey, we get Miss Nicole coming on through, giving us, I'm very rich, bitch. No, more so like Buffy Purcell. I'm comfortable, honey. Wealth whispers, darn going rich, darn going jingles and make noise, honey. Although, Nicole was doing a little jingling. But see, she's the type of jingle. She was giving me the housewives, like, they like to brag about the money, but she's the bitch that actually got the money. But she it's like it's a blend of darn going Buffy Purcell and Portia. That's what she was giving me. It was like Portia Stewart mixed in with darn going Buffy Purcell from Married to Medicine. That's what darn gone Nicole is giving me thus far. Let me see. Then we got her speaking with her manager, Miss Tasha. They end up she says she's going to invite Hershey. This is how we get introduced with how Nicole is being brought in. Nicole is being brought in through Hershey. Hershey and her is have been going back and forth in a good way on TikTok. I didn't even know you can message people like that on TikTok, but you know, I'm totally out the loop in the TikTok world. But yeah, they've been going back and forth, having conversations over there on the TikTok. And Miss Tasha, honey, see, this is the true reality. She was like, "Oh, so we just inviting random people now?" I was like, "Now, girl, you know they had to set the shit up, but." Yeah, honey, they darn going, you inviting random people, darn gonna make the scene, child. Okay, y'all, felt myself getting a little bit lightheaded. So I got me some dehydrated pineapples to chew on. Y'all go ahead and get y'all snacks and stuff too, because honey, like I said, we're gonna be here a good minute. But anyways, yeah, Miss Tasha was like, "Oh, so we just inviting random people now?" So after we had that intro, they get back to work, and I was like, "Oh, so she doubles up as the manager and the stylist." I was like, "See, it's nice to actually see the girls actually be stylists." Now, this is no shade to Willow. This is no shade to darn going Lauren England over there in Atlanta. But it's like, this is what we call actually doing style. I mean, not to say that they're not stylists. But it's like, when we've seen the other stylists, the only thing we've been seeing is a quick weave, a lace front making, like or just some braiding. I actually haven't seen no versatility in some sort of cosmetology work. But I seen Miss Tasha over there darn going doing a retouch relaxer. I was like, "Oh, so they actually doing something up in here. You actually doing some chemical based services. We actually laying down some hair and shit." I was like, "Okay, so honey, Miss Nicole and them ain't playing around. They ain't just doing no 27 quick piece weave, honey. They actually doing some darn gone chemical services." Now, I can't wait to see what darn gone Nicole's darn gone coloring game looks like. Like, is she going to give coloring style like Guy Tang? Because, you know, Guy Tang is out there in LA, too. Has she gotten some training from Guy Tang on how to do the colors and stuff? Or, you know, now that's going to really show. Because, hell, the way the darn gone stuff is laid out, it looks like her setup is darn gone haute couture, luxurious. Matter of fact, I think her salon is called, like, the Red Carpet darn gone salon. So she caters to a higher end clientele, naturally. So it's like, child, you can get away with charging a darn going $200 an hour for darn going color correction services, or just color application services in general. And you know, a lot of black hair people like to go up to platinum blonde. You know, that's like a good 9-hour session, child. And then they want some dimension and stuff in the hair. So I want to see what Nicole can do in that regards. Or do she have some colors? Like, I'm real interested in the beautician in me wants to see what all the services she has to offer down there to the darn old salon, child. But I guess we'll see as time comes on. Then we get Mama Nicole come in. Child, Mama Nicole darn going come in dressed like a homeless person. And I'm not being disrespectful. She literally came in for Halloween because this was filmed on Halloween. Her costume was dressed up as the homeless, and she had a sign on her that says homeless for Halloween. I was like, now this is so random. It is so tacky. It is funny. And it makes for a good darn gone show. Because it's like, now this darn gone has us talking. Because of all the things you dressed up with, you decided to dress up as a homeless person for Halloween. That make you think. It's like it flows. Homeless for Halloween. Bitch, don't ask. That gives me like, okay, bitch, don't ask me for no damn money. I'm homeless my damn self. And Nicole's like, now bitch, we live too damn comfortable for you darn gonna be playing these guys. But it was a good darn gonna kiki nonetheless. So we got our first mama on here, because I don't think we ever seen anybody's mamas or anything up until this point. So, honey, Miss Nicole just she checking off all the marks within her first few minutes. She darn gonna showcase an actual legitimate business. That she darn gonna has a 1099 or N or W-2 on them. She showcased that her actual employees, or at least one thus far. We see Miss Tasha. But hell, that big old salon, I can imagine there's a few other folks. She just couldn't get the signed release forms on them to appear on camera, this, that, and the third. At least just not yet. But anyways, yeah, we see somebody who actually have legitimate employees doing something. We got the mama come in. You know, we always love a good mama on the darn on screen, honey. So Miss Nicole, she checking off all the boxes thus far. Then we get over to darn on Rich Bomb arrives to darn on King Payne's house to get his hair cut. And then he's shading the hell out of King Payne. He's talking about, yeah, I listen to his darn on songs and they suck. Womp, womp, womp. Well, hell, King Payne, well, girl, you know your shit wasn't going no damn well. That's why you been too busy up on YouTube becoming a darn gone Kanye 2.0 roaster. Honey, I see darn going King Payne on YouTube roasting Storm and Roll all day versus the damn music. Hell, I almost forgot that you was a darn going a rapper your damn self. Cause it's like I hear you darn gone doing more you up on YouTube giving commentator. Whenever you not darn gone doing the roasting gags and shit. But speaking of careers, they end up going back and forth. King Payne ends up asking about darn going Rich Bomb's career. And somehow the topic of OnlyFans come into play. And he ended up saying, oh no, you only do OnlyFans when you fail. I was like, now wait a minute. Woo! What you won't do, Rich Bomb. Now, bitch, your name is Rich, but you don't look rich by far, bitch. You will not shade the OnlyFans girls. Honey, the girls make a cute coin on OnlyFans. Well, minus me, honey. Y'all still hit my cash app up, bitch. I didn't make it on the OnlyFans. I get a couple $100 here and there, child. But you know, outside of my ass, because I don't really be doing nothing on my shit but be giving y'all some raunchy skincare advice and some story times here and there, and you know, body updates. Because for y'all that don't know, I'm early on in my transition, and I didn't feel comfortable doing the transition updates on YouTube. So I said, well, let me go ahead and do the OnlyFans and showcase y'all my transition. So it's mostly like educational. Y'all get to see, because I don't care about being nude. You know, I wouldn't say I'm an exhibitionist. I'm just somebody that's, you know, free with my body. So it's like, I don't mind, you know, being displayed fully nude. And it's not sexual, even though some things are sexual, but for the most part it's not sexual. It's just showcasing the progression of, you know, the breast development and, you know, the hips and all of that. So that's what you get over there on my OnlyFans. But the other girls who be busting it down wide open, darn gonna be giving darn gonna pipe and darn going sucking skills and all of that, child, they be making a cute coin, honey. Look at the Catch Me Outside girl. That bitch darn gonna got herself a $6 million mansion. She done made over $50 million. Honey, you got people who going on tour, they ain't made that type of money. This hoe done went to OnlyFans and done made. This was a girl who was just known for the Catch Me Outside catchphrase, and she done parlayed that into a bootleg rap career. And you know, it's easy for them to you know, to appropriate our shit and get way further. Except for the bitch that's we about to talk about coming on up. That's the only white bitch I see that didn't darn gonna pop off of cultural appropriation. But Miss Catch Me Outside, honey, they said she was busting it down on the OnlyFans, and she darn gone has made over $50 million. That was such a high number that we all thought, like, this bitch lying. She putting 20 on 10. She might have made a couple $100,000. Honey, she showed them up. She darn gonna open up that thing and show them damn receipts. And the fact that she's in a $6 million mansion, the property tax alone, 3% property tax alone on that, she has to minimally be able to afford to pay. And then the house will appreciate in value as it goes on. So $600,000, that's like you got to pay $180,000 in property tax, and then the maintenance of that, the yard maintenance and all of that, to maintain that. Honey, the girl is making a cute coin. She ain't the only one, honey. Tiger be darn going doing all the stuff over there. Honey, he's making millions of dollars on the OnlyFans. Honey, darn on Safari done made far more money on the OnlyFans than he ever made on Love and Hip Hop. Bobby was only getting paid $50,000 a season up until recently. Now his darn going shit looking closer to like $400,000-500,000 for the season, child, coming into his 5th season. But he made $1 million out the gate on the OnlyFans. So don't you darn gonna shade the OnlyFans girls talking about, honey, the OnlyFans is for the folks that darn going dried up, honey. Folks are making far more money on the OnlyFans, and some of them are not even doing much. Some of them are not even really showing anything that you can't see on Instagram. Child, boo. The OnlyFans is a come up. Unless you a world-renowned A-list celebrity like Beyonce or Rihanna, J-Lo, Chris Brown. Honey, the OnlyFans is a motherfucking darn going come up for everybody else. Like I said, you could be a B-list celebrity and turn around and make some millions of dollars that you ain't never seen on a movie role. Cause you'll be surprised how underpaid some of these folks are. Taraji P. Henson only getting $250,000 for darn going and this is even after she won the darn going Oscar. After she won her Emmy, she was only getting paid $250,000. The same as Terrence Howard. I was like, see, there's some misogyny as well, because it's like Terrence ain't even got no award, and yet you paying her the same amount, and she's more established, more accredited. Honey, I bet you we see darn on Miss Cookie over there turning some tricks, so that she'll darn gonna instantly be had 5-10 million. But anyways, off of my darn going soapbox, like James Caldwell was saying. But yeah, that stood out to me, talking about the darn on you only darn gonna fail when you go to OnlyFans, child, boo. But anyways, moving on from there, now King Payne, you stretching out this darn on haircutting scene. Now you done changed clippers, you done cut the shit off, you darn going doing all this darn going cut. I was like, number one, bitch, you ain't. Why is you dusting off the darn going clippers and you still doing the client's head? Number one, you can't cross contaminate the darn going same client. So I was like, now darn on King Payne, now bitch, I might not be a barber, but I am a licensed beautician. You was really darn on stretching out that scene, cutting off the darn on clippers, and I was like, why is this bitch darn on keep cutting these clippers off? Number one, it's not like you got an abundance of hair. He already came with the hair pretty much shaven. You just doing a lineup, bitch. You doing all these darn on sweeping and shit. I was like, what is you sweeping? Because some of the part of the time, it seemed like you just had the shit on and you was just making shit up, because we ain't seen not one bit of hair hit the darn on flow, hit the cape or anything, girl. But neither here nor there, child. Jayla finally arrives, fills in King Payne on what happened at Andre's party and everything. They thought they made up. King Payne still got control of the LLC. And it's like, child boo, why don't you just slightly modify your name, get an LLC? Hell, I don't think King Payne would darn gonna be smart enough to sue. And even if he tried to sue you for copyright infringement, you can darn gonna prove that it was your intellectual property first. Even if y'all go, I don't even see this really making it to court, and I don't see King Payne really going out his way to take you to court on slight copyright infringement, especially since it can be proven that it was your darn concept. So slightly modify your name, get a new LLC. Also go a step above, depending on your business. Go ahead and get it trademarked and all of that. Because people think that just because you got an LLC, you good. It's like, people can darn gonna still use your darn logos and shit if you ain't got your shit trademarked. So make sure you have that as well. Moving on. Then we get introduced to. Let me go ahead and take a darn pineapple break on this, child. we get introduced to William the saddest child. Child, when I tell you, I don't even know if I'm going to really cover William, because he done turned me so much off from Bad Boys that I can't even really give him a fair chance over here. He come walking in with this dang on onesie, and I can't separate all the shit that he done said on Bad Boys about him being that bitch. He's the top this and the rapper and all this, that, and the third. This bitch is always in some dang on Forever 21 type of dang on onesie. And then the body is not darn on body yada yada yada. It's not giving me Meg the Stallion. It's not even giving me Iggy Azalea, since it's a white bitch. This motherfucker said he done spent $20,000 on a BBL, right? And I was like, you done spent $20,000 and you still look like a damn peeled potato. You look like $20,000 and you still got a spare tire in the front. You darn gonna spend $20,000 and you still got love handles. Bitch, you darn gonna got ripped the fuck off. I mean, the shape ain't darn gonna shape it. And then in comes this darn gonna bitch over here sitting and star. I was like, see, this is what it's supposed to be given. So I mean, granted, I know darn going before y'all said, I know William ain't no trans woman. But goddamn, as a butch queen or something, I was thinking your shit would at least be a little bit more silhouette like Anthony. From the same franchise, Bad Boys LA. I would think your shit be shaped like Gutter K or something. But you shaped like a motherfucking doggone freshly peeled potato. And now you got these two Dixie doggone Zeus Network motherfuckers going back and forth talking about how she done made history as the first trans girl on Bad Girls Club. I was like, okay, girl, you saying this as if you darn going, as if this is equivalent to darn going LaVon Cox making history or Angelica Ross or some shit. It's like, girl, you was the first trans woman on a ratchet, deplorable darn gone show for fighting. Your darn gone big boulder darn gone having ass is trying to run up on cisgender women, and then it's like your ass. I still can't even think. It's like I get them every time I see this bitch. I think of her running up with the darn gone Fruit Loops, and before she was able to even get to the girl, the whole bag done fell on the floor, right? And then she slips and nearly falls on the damn, and she done fell on the shit. It's like, girl, you kicking your own ass. It's like, child, pretty much she was the court jester from the few scenes that I seen over there. How many of y'all seen that scene with darn going Sydney Star with the Fruit Loops? I mean, that shit. But that's all I got for these two, honey. It's like, okay. Then we get over to darn going Q with the outdated Cancun advertisement. I was like, girl, you couldn't darn gonna do a voiceover and modify the new rates. I was like, honey, or was this darn gone commercial supposed to came on the same night? Because it came on July 29th, the first episode. But this is episode 2, and you talking about people secure their rates before July 29th. But yesterday was darn gone, matter of fact, yeah, yesterday was August the 4th. I was like, girl, you darn gone slipping up. And see, and then now I got to dress another elephant in the room. Now, what happened to my girl darn gone Rachel Lewinsky, honey? Rachel, bitch, where art thou, Rachel? Now, Rachel, I seen you on Instagram. You look like you got another gig doing comedy instead. But it's like, girl, you didn't have time to help out darn gone Q. Because he's making these amateur mistakes over here in the editing department. See, this shit wouldn't have happened on Rachel's darn. But see, then again, Rachel just darn gonna record the shit. I don't think Rachel also went into the directing. Whoever is over there in directing, how in the hell did this shit slip through the cracks, honey? Moving on, child. Then we get over to darn going LA Fashion Week. It was okay. It was C-. It don't look anything like darn on New York Fashion Week. It don't look like Dubai. It don't look like Paris Fashion Week. It was about as dry as this dehydrated darn on pineapple. But speaking of dryness, honey, darn on Mr. Ian, aka Fly King, he's gonna show us how to hydrate our skin with an old DIY child. I was like, okay. So he darn gonna got us some dollar store darn going whipping cream, I think, or sour or whatever it was, cream. Child, was it whipped cream or cream yogurt? He had some dollar plain yogurt. He had some honey. And what else did he have in that damn shit, honey? He had honey. Oh, avocado. Avocado. So the avocado, I'm imagining, you know, it has your essential fatty acids in it. Avocado, I think, has the omega. Let me see the benefits of avocado. Hold on. Skincare benefits of avocado.
Here's a summary from Healthline. How can avocado benefit? Skin conditions. Prevents skin damage. Improves skin elasticity. Minimizes breakouts. Improves overall skin health. And prevents dry skin.
See, that's what darn that's what darn Fly King should have been doing. He should have been went to Google and getting the darn information, honey. So yeah, it prevents inflammation, skin redness, wrinkles. Of course, it's full of vitamin C's and E's, so your antioxidants. Antioxidants also serve as a protectant throughout the day to fight against free radicals and oxidative stress on the skin. That's just a little bit of stuff I naturally know off the top of my head as a medical esthetician. Then you have once again the yogurt. The yogurt is pretty much acting as the lactic acid. The lactic acid is a exfoliant that helps increase cell turnover and thus revealing the new youthful skin underneath. What else we have that he had in there? Oh, and honey. Honey is a humectant. It draws in moisture from the air to bring onto the skin. So I was like, okay, it was a cute DIY for the under eyes and stuff. And then I was like, okay, now this would have been a good way to promote your product into this, because now you did this little DIY. But the thing is, when you moisturize the skin with a humectant, the moisture can then leave the skin if you don't put a nice emollient over it. So with your product having like shea butter and formulated, now I never tried the Royal Flyness, but I think he has one that is formulated for the face where it won't be comedogenic or whatnot. And if that's the case, he could have then followed up that DIY with plugging in his product and saying how then you can follow up with this Royal Flyness darn butter product. You're going to slightly put a small amount under the eye. You don't need too much because a little goes a long way. And the reason why you want to do this is because when you're using humectants, you want to then seal the humectants in with a nice emollient, and that way you keep your eyes hydrated throughout the day or night. And that's how you supposed to do your advertisement, Fly King. Now, darn gone Fly King, I done told you. Now, bitch, I do also have a background in marketing, girl. You can go ahead and solicit me for some services, boo. But neither here nor there, y'all. It was a cute scene. And before that, poetic darn gone's fine ass end up sashaying in the room, I was like, see, I couldn't help but notice.
Yes, when I seen him at the party, because you know how this circle can be, I was, like, well, how is he going to be? And he was, we talked, and he was so dope and so chill, so cool.
And once again, I know two different aesthetics. One is giving Trey, one is giving Butch Queen. But I was like, now this is how the booty supposed to be sitting, honey. This is darn gone natural, homegrown darn gone booty, honey. This is darn gone that natural darn gone plump, honey. As Beyonce say, this that thick. Hey, this that thick, honey. That's what it was giving, honey. It was giving darn on thick, honey. She thick. Hey, William the Saddest was giving darn going Toy Story darn going Potato Head. It's like, bitch, you paid $20,000 to look like darn going Mr. Potato Head. Meanwhile, it comes so naturally. This poetic is giving this comes so naturally. I mean, I guess it comes natural to you too. A potato is a natural darn going vegetable. But honey, this ain't the naturalness that is aesthetically pleasing to the darn going eye, honey. And it's not even you being a butch queen, because like I said, you could have darn going had your shit shaped like darn going Anthony. You could have had your shit shaped like motherfucking Gutter K, honey. Honey, it wasn't giving. It was giving darn going chop it up and put it in the darn on pot and make some dang on fries. That's what you giving darn on Will. But neither here nor there. Speaking of darn on me throwing out shade and shit, girl, why y'all darn on kicking a bitch while she gone? Honey, D Hawkins is nowhere to be found. D Hawkins with her darn on androgynous darn on ass is gone, honey. Her and her darn on you better call Tyrone. Her Erica Badu hair is darn gone. Y'all up in here shading darn D Hopkins in the darn thing. And then, honey, the people in the comment section was ruthless this whole time. They darn between them and darn some other cast members talking about the Versace robe is fake with darn Fly King. I'm finally getting the names right this season, because y'all know Fly King had darn correct me and King Pain, because I kept getting their names confused. I kept darn calling King Pain Fly King, and I kept calling Fly King King Pain. This season I finally got the darn names finally down pat. Then we get Hershey. Hershey arrives to get her hair done, and Nicole is shading the hell out of the darn wig. Now in Hershey's defense, honey, Hershey's a drag queen. And I ain't never seen not one drag queen outside of a trans drag queen with their hair done gorgeous. Because the point of a drag queen is to give an exaggerated comedic version of a woman and not actually unclockable woman. So all these people who call themselves giving bootleg advice in the comment section talking about the hair and what darn going Nicole was doing, I was like, y'all bitches shut the fuck up. Number one, y'all clearly can tell that y'all don't know nothing about drag culture nor darn going cosmetology. So it's like your opinion is darn going non and void over here. Because it's like, once again, the point of a drag queen is to give an exaggerated comedic version of what a woman is. So the hair is not meant to darn going give like, you know, Beyonce like teeth. Even the Beyonce impersonators, they don't be having no melted darn on lace and all of that. They be have the full on clockable blonde wig on. So I don't know why folks didn't. I mean, hell, RuPaul done got all these damn spin-off shows. The main shit is in season 15. You would think after all these seasons y'all would know this shit by now. Yeah, and then like I said, they was giving advice in the comment section. I was like, the shit is synthetic. It's only so much that we're going to do. And once again, she ain't about to sleep in this hair. She just playing around in this hair for the day. It's like, yeah, you can darn gon' rig some synthetic units. Y'all seen how I be doing my hair. Hell, most of my hair is synthetic. But y'all see how I be rigging my shit up to darn gon' look natural. But once again, I wear my hair throughout the day. As a darn gon' trans woman. As a darn gon' drag queen, it's a whole different ball game. You dress for the profession versus dressing every day just to be glamorous. And then, like I said, there's only so much you can do with a synthetic unit. You can't darn gon' lighten it. You can't darn gon' over pluck. You can't darn gon' pull the front part of the hair out and darn gon' pluck behind the hairline to give a natural looking hairline, because all this is darn gon' machine weft dots. You only got this much darn gon' parting space, so y'all talking about she should widen the part. It's like, no. Because that's just going to reveal the damn cap of the damn wig. Because this ain't no damn full lace wig while y'all in the comment section talking about she should widen the part up. It's like, okay, at best, maybe she can go in with a little bit of concealer, the same complexion as Hershey's skin. Well, actually, preferably 2 shades darker. Because the thing is, when you on camera the foundation tends to lift lighter. And if you wear something close to your skin tone, it actually comes off a little bit brighter. So the trick with that is you go a little bit darker with the darn on foundation, and that way when it darn on hits the darn on lights, it's not too exaggerated. Because I see so many people put the foundation in, and the foundation just looks so clockable. It be so thick and creamy and shit. And then some of the darn on foundation got onto the hair. The hair is jet black, and then you got this brown concealer. So, but once again, it's a synthetic wig. This was just a created scene, y'all. We know darn gone well Hershey probably snatched that wig off by the time the bitch even made it to the damn car. So, once again, y'all giving all these recommendations in the comment section didn't mean shit. What else we got? She ends up inviting her to the darn going, Nicole ended up inviting Hershey to the Friendsgiving, honey. And then invited everybody else. And then this what started the bullshit to happen later on, honey. Let me go ahead and eat me a pineapple before the shade fest begins. Okay, so obviously the nude thing was very open-ended. It did not have to be head to toe nude, I'm seeing. Number two, for what we about to see at the end, people did not know whether to show up in nude or literally come nude. N-U-D-E. Some people came more like this as opposed to like this. Hold on to that. And then it's like some people didn't follow the nude theme at all. And then even the host, I got to get on mute. So let's go ahead and break down this nude child. So Fly King comes completely out of theme. And not only out of theme, but it's like somebody obviously didn't even give you the dress code that it was casual formal. Because it was like, bitch, you was giving just straight up streetwear. Like, read the room. Everybody else was giving some form of casual street. Like, you didn't have to come dressed up in your suits and shit like you normally do. But it's like you came dressed all the way down. You got people here in dresses. You got Hershey giving simplicity, giving just a basic darn nude top and black pants. You had darn Andre with this darn casual beachwear button up, and then similar tone pants, I believe. And once again, he's very dark, so it blended in with him. So I was like, okay, this is his nude. Matter of fact, he was like the only one that had on a nude tone color that was actually close to his skin tone. Tasha had on this material similar to me with the dress or whatnot. And it was given a unique, I want to say child, I don't even know what to call that. It's that weird grayish, it's like that fawnish gray tone. Matter of fact, about like what my wall colors give when the yellow hits it. It was giving that unexplainable color, but it made her chocolate skin pop. So I was like, okay. Then we had Nicole herself. I was like, now Nicole, you having to call out Andre and saying whether it's green nude in your confessional. I was like, well, technically, you know, maybe he was giving intergalactic tease, child. Maybe he was giving Martian Manhunter nude. It was his version of nude, honey. He was giving Alien Superstar nude, child. At the very end, well, I'm going to say the very end for last. Nicole, your shit was giving darn too much orange tone. I was like, well, girl, your shit is reading straight up orange. And I said, well, maybe it's the lighting. Because when inside, because y'all got to also take in consideration that lighting can change up how you look as well. As a matter of fact, I'm about to demonstrate right now. Because right now I'm using a warm incandescent light. Now if I switch over to cool tone, well, that's regular bright light. You see how I just warmed up just like that with the light? You see how my skin tone just instantly cooled down with the blue? And matter of fact, peep the background as well. Warm tone, incandescent neutral, cool tone lighting. So you also got to be very cognizant of what your light is giving. Okay, let me turn this back down. Because first when I seen Miss Tasha, I was like, oh girl, this completely missed the mark. This is looking like a light, like a off-white ivory under the light. But then when she went outside, it gave more so that brownish, unexplainable tone that just really more so complimented her skin. So I was like, okay, Miss Tasha's okay. So I thought the same thing with darn on Nicole at first after the mama done called her down the stairs. But she got in the light. I was like, no, this shit is still reading up orange. The shit should have been a little bit more brown. But the shit was giving darn on orange teas. I was like, now girl, you said for the folks to arrive in nude, and your shit, you even darn on low-key missing the mark. Because this shit is reading too orange on your skin tone. And I was like, well, maybe she could have played it off if she was like a deeper complexion. Like if she was more red in undertone, and if she was a tad bit darker, like if she was Keke Palmer's complexion, the shit probably would have blended in more properly. But because she's more like a Sanaa Lathan's complexion with like a golden undertone, I was like, this shit is reading straight up orange on you. But you did have this doggone little nude, you know, the nude stripes and stuff. But I was like, once again, it ain't your type of nude though. It's not popping up against your skin tone. So once again, I guess the nude theme did not have to actually be your skin tone, and it can be a double entendre too. You can also be partially nude. So we get down to her meeting darn Hershey before meeting everybody else. And Hershey ends up explaining this darn +1 of a +1. His +1 invited the +1. And then another separate person, Jayla, done invited the +1. But we don't think Jayla's going to make it. But the +1 of Jayla's supposed to still possibly be arriving. So it's like, wait a minute. Now, bitch, you both invited one person. You ended up inviting a +2. And really, you end up inviting a +3 when you include Jayla. Because doggone Nicole don't know Jayla from a hole in the wall. And then Jayla invites somebody else. I was like, now, production, y'all could have did better than that with piecing that shit together. Because I was like, now, this don't make no damn sense, child. Is this how we're going to introduce the folks to doggone Nicole? Because we know this was a scene set up. But I was like, is this how we're going to introduce this on the screen for us? Okay. Y'all want to play the games? I'm going to play right on with y'all, honey. So as they darn at the table, she gets to seeing everybody. And darn done already read darn Ian, a.k.a. Fly King for Phil. They darn going getting to know each other. Then arrives 4 hours late. So they 4 hours into this, right? And I was like, well, was they at this table? I imagine that all of this was a course of 4 hours. And she said it was 60 people there on the IG. I was like, but child, that was quite a... Because, honey, it's one thing about... It looked like more of an intimate thing. It looked like it was about 12 or so people there. I was like, 60 people? Was everybody outside later on? I mean, people was trickling in. And like I said, darn Mr. 50 Shades of Nude came in 4 hours late. So, you know, in Nicole's defense, I'm going to say, well, maybe we didn't see when the other people came in. Because it damn sure wasn't giving 60 people when we seen them first rounds of clips and shit. When she went outside and was talking with several of the other people and all this, that, and the third. It was giving more like, okay, it's about a dozen people there. Okay, maybe 2 dozen if we include the staff and shit. And honey, let me just say this once again. there will be no darn going wondering whether darn going Nicole got money or not. Because once again, this clearly was not an Airbnb. This clearly is her house. She has the staff members and she has a record of doing these types of events regularly. I was like, you got a record of darn going having full on split. Like, I was like, child, let me darn going come out to LA. Cause honey, I'm going to be shady. We go over to Atlanta. And up until the point of Willa cooking and shit, honey, the plate spread will be very thin. Even with Oliver Twits, with her darn on Twits Fit seasoning shit, the food would be cold. It'll be just darn going regular darn going aluminum foils that they wasn't keeping temperature control or whatnot. The food would be very sparse. But honey, Miss Nicole had a whole full spread. She had pineapples in it. I was like, let me go on here and take a pineapple. They're gonna break on that one. Do y'all not know how expensive pineapples are? She didn't have the pineapple chunks. This bitch had pineapple slices. And she had a whole tray full of them. Amongst other assorted fruits and vegetables. I was like, now this is giving me more the fucking doggone Real Housewives of Atlanta teas. This is the type of setup and shit that I would see over there. And hell, see, even some of the folks on Housewives of Atlanta don't even be this generous with the doggone food. I'm like, damn, I'm starting to think doggone Jayla. Honey, doggone Jayla might be on the wrong franchise. Like, this bitch, they need to create a Real Housewives of dang on LA, child. But in comes Rich Bob. Rich Bob.
Now, who is this at my door, honey? This party started 4 hours ago. Now, it is very Trey Coof to not be on time. But let me see who's at the door, honey, because none of my people, they know better than to be late for a Nicole event.
Oh, I'm saying this plus one.
It's darn going Jayla's plus one. Now, if I did not know the backstory, I can understand why darn going Nicole would be pissed. It's like, now bitch, how is you a plus one of a plus one? And the person who invited you didn't even have the audacity to come to my event. She don't even know me and she invited you. And then not only she invited you, but you don't know me at all and you don't know none of the people here. And then come next week during the preview, come to find out you don't even really know darn going Nicole that, I mean, not Nicole, but you don't even know Jayla that well. Because I said, well, maybe they sped this up over a course of like a couple months. Because I was like, well, didn't this bitch just darn on meet darn on Rich Bomb over there the other day? I was like, see, this is why timestamps are important. I was like, what? Didn't y'all just meet over there at darn on King Payne's house? How you go from meeting him at King Payne's house to feeling comfortable enough to invite him at darn going at Nicole's house? So I said, okay, obviously there must have been some extended time that done passed by since then. It must have been like a couple months. Honey, he's saying that he don't really know darn going Jayla like that. You don't know Jayla like that, but you came over to somebody's house. Once again, production, y'all got to piece this shit up a little bit better. Now we know because Nicole done already revealed that honey production set it up for everybody to come on over to her darn going and she called it Friendsgiving dinner. But I was like, this story just ain't making no realistic sense. And what reality would a total stranger invite somebody that they don't even know to somebody else's house and you don't even show up to the bitch house? And then this is the real gag. The doggone person who nobody knows actually doggone nailed the assignment better than somebody who was more so close, like Fly King, and then your name supposed to be the Fly King, and you looking the most basic. You looking the most basic out of everybody, and then the one that is the rapper, that is the hood thuggish type of rapper. Now, if anybody was going to come up in here looking like they came up off the street, no shade, no tea, I would have thought it would have been Rich Bomb, because it's like Rich Bomb is from darn going Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or whatnot. So with him being from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, being a hardcore rapper and not knowing anybody, it would have been understandable if he would have came out of dress code. But he came in giving literally 50 shades of nude. He had on this different tones of nude, and then his chest fully exposed. And then we're left on a cliffhanger, y'all. So that is episode 2 of DivaWuan Chasing LA. Y'all give me y'all thoughts. Leave it down below. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos. This episode, I didn't really pay attention to the after show like that. No shade to nobody. I'm just, like I said, I'm being pressed for time. And as it stands right now, I don't follow hardly none of the cast on Instagram. I think I might follow Nicole, and that's about it. So I got to check out everybody's Instagram to get the tea and shit. And then as the episodes start trickling along, I start doing because y'all know with Atlanta, I would do the reviews, but I would also do the after show live reviews, like what everybody said, piecing stuff together. But everybody's completely new over here. And then the folks from the first season, I didn't follow like that. I didn't follow Jeremy Copeland. King Payne, I don't even know if King Payne's on Instagram. Like I said, I see a lot of him on YouTube talking shit all day about Storm Monroe. So, but wait a minute. I do think King Payne does the reviews though over there on his channel. So I might darn gonna peek my head a little bit more often over there on his channel. And try my... Now I'll tell y'all now, I'm biased against William the Saddest. Now I don't think it was necessary for y'all to have this affirmative action hire, like, and then people talking about in the chat, history's been made, the first white person on the Chasing franchise. It's like, who asked for this? I mean, no, I'm not trying to be offensive, but if we was gonna have a white person in on the shit, why in the hell y'all got motherfucking William the Saddest of all people? Who asked for this? So I'm going to tell y'all already now, I'm biased against William the Saddest. He's going to have to do a whole lot to convince me to... But from what I'm hearing, it's going to get worse. I was thinking maybe he might do something this season that make me grow up on him, but it was already some stuff that was already revealed that makes it seem like, yeah, my opinion still want to stay the same on William, child. I don't know. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. But anyways, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. What are y'all thoughts on episode 2 of Chasing LA? Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos.